come to our family.
Hello, hello. It is Pirate Weasel back at it again, nearing the end of our challenge attempt on week 83. Today it is time for the Champion Necromancer. I do actually think that the Necromancer is a pretty threatening fight, all things considered. I was watching some of my previous playthroughs and making some notes here and there. What I noticed is that the most dangerous thing is the Necromancer can crit you for 29 in the front row and 20 in the back row. And the Bolden Soldiers he's likely to summon in stealth are also hitting for 27, so it's kind of crazy in a way. Dark Temptation is actually going to be pretty annoying if I take Herbalist. Let me get a refresher on what she's going to screw around with. Unholy Curios, oof. It's a little bit hard to justify for a champion mission. I should have had this ready, but I wasn't considering taking Herbalist for this fight until now. The Eldritch Altar, Mummified Remains, Effigy, Fish Idol, Called Scrawlings. You know what? No, I'm good. Wait a second. There are actually no Unholy Curios in the ruins? Wow, you gotta be kidding me. It's kind of insane, I think. It's actually kind of nuts. Necromancer himself, he is unholy. He's actually Eldritch. Wait a second. If he's Eldritch, then all of my Eldritch slaying quirks will. Oh, it's too bad. Oh, Hagiomania? Damn, may not be able to take this cup. Hagiomania is a bit too. Plus the stress they already has. It's not very good. Holy Fountain. Confession Booth, Altar of Lights. It's confession booths that really suck. Plus 15%, plus 15 stress. And Hagiomania has a 40% chance of triggering. Okay. Eldritch Hater definitely helps. Hot the Trot. Oof. The Shieldbreaker just seems OP. I am thinking of going double Stun Trinket on Occultist actually, because I would really love to stun the Necromancer round 1. Champion is a stun of 115. This puts this is 150 plus that's 180. It's 200. 200 base stun chance. Is that going overboard? Maybe. Could be. The thing is, he already has some protection from Hard Skin. I said Necromancer crits for 29 in the front row. I mean, everyone's dead in 2 hits no matter what. To a Bone Soldier and a Necromancer crit. This is 2... Okay, so that's 200, so... He's stunning Necromancer turn 1 most of the time, which will let a lot of good damage to get in there. What skills will they take against the Necromancer, though? Probably these 4. Turn 1, Arbalest has the Blind Fire. And then Suppressing Fire to kind of reduce the crits would be nice. What is his crit chance? It's 14%. So I get minus 19% crits, and then plus with Torchless crit modifiers, he probably still can crit for like 1% or something. His debuff resist is 80 though, so I'm only landing the debuff like 60% of the time, which is not very exciting. Definitely gonna need to have guard at all times. Something like this. Kinda want to shred protection too. And damage. But marking is obviously very good. I do kind of want to pull the bone courtiers up too, though, is the thing. Am I using the map? Probably still a good idea. Musket ball, maybe? Let's slap that on for the time being. Probably gonna make sense to go for a... Let's see, Moonring on you. Makes sense. Could do something like Moonring or Mooncloak. Otherwise... No Signet Ring then, maybe? Let's check my roster, see if anyone else has, like, Unholy Slayer or something. It might be nice to have a frontliner like Man-at-Arms as well, especially if he has Unholy Slayer. Interesting. Normally I would take a Highwayman Crusader comp. I'm thinking of trying something different this time. Let's explore all our options though. Unholy Hater. Eldritch Hater, Slugger. Could also consider the Hellion instead of Shieldbreaker here. Hot to Trot, Slugger, Night Owl? Like, damn. Just really can't compete with that, unfortunately. I do think I have to take the Necromancer pretty seriously. Runes Explorer, hot to trot, hard skinned. Mika. Hello, Mika. Welcome back. Let's see. I do think a Mark team makes a lot of sense. I still gotta get some of these people to level 6 as well, though. That's my other consideration. If I could just run them in the Endless Harvest or the Court Guardian boss. Hardskin probably is not going to matter as much when she's in the back row. Can't beat Shieldbreaker. This Shieldbreaker is like too good. Do I have enough healing though? I think I should. I think taking Crusader is kind of a mistake because he can't lance the Necromancer and he can't do anything to the stealth Bone Soldiers that he's mostly going to summon. Repose is probably a little bit too risky here. There's a really good argument for Man-at-Arms here, though, looking at it. Unholy Hater, Hot to Trot, Hard Noggin. There is an argument to be made here. I am losing out on a lot of speed. I do have at least one form of guard. Man-at-Arms is not strictly better or worse than Shieldbreaker versus Shambler either. Let's really try to think of a good reason to justify the Man-at-Arms or the Shieldbreaker here. Shieldbreaker takes better advantage of the EXP quest. Manslayer may be a little bit more safe with guard, prot, tankiness. Shieldbreaker can kind of push and pull the Arbalest and Bone Courtiers. She can de-stealth enemies. She's the only one in this team that could de-stealth besides Arbalest, I guess. Really fast, can take out a threat pretty quickly. There is a lack of tankiness on this team though. Turn 1 against Necromancer. How much speed does he have? He has 10 speed, so I may not be able to outspeed him with anyone really. I open with Adder's Kiss, then I stun, then I mark, then I blind fire, I guess, or rallying flare or actually sniper shot because she's probably going second after the Necromancer. The other benefit of Man-at-Arms is the damage buffs he would get. He would give. And damage buffs would be very nice for all these people. Otherwise, the Necromancer doesn't have any prot. Just not sure.
It is done. Turn yourself now to the condition of those poor devils who remain.
Let's give ourselves the option of using Bull, I guess, if we have some crazy idea. Thin-blooded should come off. Mercurial, ideally, as well. Mercurial. Mercurial. God, everyone has Mercurial. Ashen. It's kind of awkward for both man-at-arms to have Lurker, because one of them has to go to the final boss, which is Full Torch. I'm not even sure I want to lock in Lurker. I think I could roll something better than Lurker, maybe. Do I really care about Thin-blooded, though? Oh yeah, I'm taking him, probably this one to the Hag, or is it the other one? Probably, no, it's going to be the Mankind Hero one. So maybe I prioritize getting rid of Mercurial first. On him. Because then the other man-at-arms probably is not going to get blighted much. Until much later. Gotta get all the Mercurials off at some point. Don't know about these ones though. My gut is telling me to go with Shieldbreaker, but also on paper, Man-at-Arms also seems like it could be better. Actually, looking at these quirks are just so good. Plus, with the extra damage from the events, Houndmaster is a little bit questionable here. Oh no, he has a Hound's Watch, and that's really nice. I forgot, like, I really want Hound's Watch. Am I really doing the map, though? I think the map should really help. He's taking more stress, though. The Bone soldiers can reach into rank 3, so let's have a little bit of prot on him. Okay, I think we go for it now. Signet ring on anybody? maybe a little bit of accuracy would be better than the extra stun chance. As is, it's 150, 180. My chance of stunning the Necromancer is going to be... It's 180, 80 minus 15, that's 70, 65% chance. I mean, the other stun chance, you know what? Plus the idea of stunning the Shambler is really appealing to me. He does already have some prot. Okay, I think we're going for it. I even want to bring more skills, but I actually have more skills than I thought. This is 10 skills total? Damn. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit tempted to bring even more scales. But no. I never really played around with Bola, ever really. Always preferred Blind Fire, but could be an argument to slap this on sometimes. Am I ever really needing Rattling Flare? Is a question. There are times where, yeah, against the Bone Generals, I get stunned, and that might be of some use to me. Okay, it's time. Fuck! I'm actually kind of more scared of the Necromancer than I am of a lot of other champion bosses.
Experienced necromancer. Freed from the trappings of their humanity, they plied their terrible trade anew. The dead reviving the dead, on and on, down the years. Forever. A devil walks these halls. Only the man
Okay, not a bad map.
go in search of him.
Do have at least one hallway to worry about here. Hellmaster is the most stressed right now. Rattling Flare can also shave off some stress. Oh, perfect. The trap can actually... Oh, I should have disarmed the trap over there. Oops. Makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, so this could be Shambler now. So skills for the Shambler. I don't think a Bone Soldier will spawn here. In the hallway. I don't really seem to recall Bone Soldiers being that common in hallways. Maybe I don't really care about pulls as much either, due to the fact that my entire team can reach pretty far. And Shieldbreaker can always pull. Ooh. That's what I was afraid of, but it's not the worst. That's why I love the Shieldbreaker. pad.
Powerful blow.
Can't you attack the one that has the block?
Palpable fear.
Oh, big heal. Kinda wanna stall for one more round here.
Press this advantage.
It's fine.
Give them no quarter.
What am I doing? Do I want to eat 2 food now? A little bit. Yeah, the boss is not especially far away. 1 food is enough for now. And then maybe a hunger check gives her some healing. Give me a scout, please. Oh. Do not like to see that. It's not what I like to see.
Even the cold.
Okay, so no chance at Shambler now.
Preventing passage.
We could get a Bone Commander, or Bone General that needs the Flare to clear some stuns maybe. Let's use our scales wisely, let's remember that. Okay, oh, super nice surprise, okay. Sweet.
A singular strike.
This guy can crit his... I was like, oh my god. Surprise, crit everything? God damn.
Diminish.
Right? That he definitely is. Can take this fight a little bit slow now. Definitely double stun anything I want to. Probably even triple stun this guy. Still not dead?
enemy crumbles.
Okay, so Houndmaster started this dungeon with like 30 stress. He's going back down here. But the low stress is all him, yeah. He's MVP at clearing stress. More than Jester could ever clear.
Quickens.
It's awkward.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
No scouting. Might be time for Hound's Watch. No, I want to save camp for when I'm actually stressed. So it could be Shambler again. Against Shambler, I actually kind of like Hound's Harry a bit more, even. Can be used from any rank. Or do you have a mark? Let's see if I regret it. Okay, so I think Arbalest is just moving herself back too. So Houndmaster can... I care more about damage than stress right now. I could stun here or mark here. It's kind of what I'm afraid of. I might not even want to, because this guy could crit her. And then if he hits her, then I'm in trouble.
Ringing ears, blurred vision.
Wow.
The end approaches.
Really scared of this guy.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
That's why.
them all.
Okay, but now I should be okay. It's a lot of stress building up though.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
Holy crap, man. Okay. Good. Good. What do you say?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I can't really stall on this guy for long. Kinda anything just kills him right now, too. I have Weakening Curse. We actually
As
got the
victories mount,
Tempting
so too
Goblet.
will
Interesting.
resistance.
Plus this plus 25 stress. Yeah, it does give me quite a lot of stress. This could be a map. Don't know if I want to risk it though. Like, nobody has a trinket that doesn't give them stress right now. It's not what I
Handsome
wanted.
reward for a task well performed.
Good dodge. I was like kind of afraid that was a trap there. Okay, so it's a room battle now. Do kind of want some stun prevention. Don't need Hound's Harry. Got the map. What does this thing do again? 20 HP, 3 speed, 8 dodge. A lot of stress. We are really going to want to camp after this hallway. Good scout. Okay, it's a clear shot to the boss. Kinda chillin'. So, Hound's Watch. Don't need scouting now. Squeeze a pep talk maybe. Sandstorm doesn't matter. Don't need Unspeakable Commune. Therapy dog. Stress is a huge thing in this fight, so therapy dog actually will help out quite a lot.
Rats
And I
in a
get
maze.
this nifty little buff for free every time now. You know, I actually want to kind of go Unspeakable Commune now, because that would let me do Restring Crossbow, Snake Skin, and then Marching Plan. Otherwise, if I Hound's Watch, then I could do Marching Plan. Wait, because that's 4, 7, and then instead of Restring Crossbow, I could just do Dark Strength. Otherwise, I'm going to do Restring Crossbow, Marching Plan, Snake Skin. Not a fan of giving everyone stress from the cultist, though. They're stressed enough as it is. Then again, it's I definitely want to outspeed the Necromancer if possible. Maybe I'll skip Snake Skin, because she already has the Spectral Spear Tip, which is kind of defensive. Then we have scales. We have other stuff. Let's forget the speed, maybe. Well, Necromancer has a speed of 10. This wouldn't really guarantee I go after him anyway. Or go before him. The only real question is how much more stress... Oh, I actually took off... Okay, never mind. There's nothing to consider here. I have to hit Hound's Watch. I'm thinking damage is better. Let's put Dark Strength onto Shieldbreaker. Okay, it is time. Let's get that debuff off her. Do I just put this on her then? Plus 8 dodge, 3 speed. Rattling Flare for the skeletons might actually be impactful. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I think this would make sense. Deity Puncture sometimes because of the Bone Defenders. Adder's Kiss as an opening move would be pretty nice. Alright, let me take a moment, compose myself. I'll make some last notes here. So this week we took Arb, Houndmaster, Occultist, Shieldbreaker, Ruins, Champion, Necro 3. Got to boss with decent scouting, relatively low stress. Got a goblet drop from Courtier. People always say how rare this goblet is from the Courtier, but maybe it's just because I play in Torchless and there's more loot, but I seem to get like all the freaking time. Goblet actually even makes sense on Cultist to give him more speed to try to stun Necromancer first, but the extra 20% stun chance is going to be more impactful, I think. And I don't even know if I want to slap this on the Arbalist, to be honest. Stress is a huge deal in this fight. I want to delay their afflictions as much as possible, as long as possible. Okay, going in. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Towering, fierce,
would love to get this Adder's Kiss off. Okay. Oh! Please? Yeah, that was an 80% chance. Nice. I'm gonna punch in for now. I'll mark him with the Cultist next turn. And this first turn is the only reason I took Blind Fire, just to hit him on this turn. And she gets herself a little speed boost here. A little too fast, actually.
Impressive.
He's almost half dead. Okay, that's a weak hit. Can actually stun him again here. I think let's just try to rush him down now.
The ground quakes.
Boom, baby!
Executed.
I think we got it, bro. Yo!
Even reanimated bones
That's why we take advantage of plus damage events
die again.
for champion, guys. Holy moly. Not a single holy water, bandage, or anti-venom used. The only thing was the laudanum. Yeah. Sometimes... Sometimes, man. I might try to go for an extra battle here, just to try to see if I can install some stress heals. And if it's a Shambler, then we just bail. Nah, I didn't over-prepare. Imagine if I ran a Shambler, I'd have no Holy Waters, I'd have no Anti-Venoms, I'd have no bandages. A Shambler changes everything.
Hacks laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Oh, a key for the secret room too? Spoil me, why don't you? Hey. Wow. A key right before the secret room. It's kinda nuts, not gonna lie. I believe this chest did not require a key. I think my memory is not that bad. I don't recall any herb curios though. So I'm going to try to use this hallway battle to stress heal as my goal. No, I want to keep that. Oh, bone? No, I want this for just the next fight here. If it's like something crazy, maybe. Well, now I might as well slap this on her. In which case I should have slapped it on before I ate the food, but it's fine. Might not have made a difference. Okay. I'll be honest with you, I might have to escape this fight, but because we have such a high stun chance, we are probably just good. Unfortunately, I won't probably be able to, I probably won't be able to do much stalling here. I'm actually thinking about doing expose here. -8 speed, plus crits received. I'm gonna try this here. I think it might actually make some sense. This is why we kept the bone, by the way.
Well struck.
And that's why we take blind fire, boys. Everyone I know sleeps on blind fire. I think I'm like the only one that actually uses it. You could not do this without blind fire. I'm feeling a bit cheeky. I think I get 1 stress heal in. Feeling a little bit cheeky here. It's 12 stress healed.
A predator is often
Champion Collector down.
a trifling victory.
I went to stress heal, man. I didn't want to see the Collector. My main thing was to try to get these people low enough stress that they don't have to put them in the Appy. But looks like that wasn't gonna happen. Wasn't meant to be. Because I gotta sit these guys out for like a week now. Let's try to make it to that room, I guess. Very clearly he's not always trouble, but no, I get your point. Ooh. Champion Dungeon be offering some nice shit. I could just bail here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't need the extra walking stress. The Collector, it really depends on A, if you can surprise him, B, if you can stun him. If you can surprise and stun him, and then you have at least 2 people that can reach into the back ranks, then kind of just chilling. Like, this is like a Collector killing team, honestly. I should have popped holy water or something dumb. Okay, it wouldn't have mattered. Again, I think I will try to stress heal a bit with this fight. Same skills. Okay, it's nothing. Like, what is this? It's a joke. That's like the first gargoyle I've seen, like, all campaign, by the way. I shit you not. Like, I've not seen a single gargoyle up until now. I can't even remember if I saw any in the Endless Harvest. It's the very nice fight to stall him, by the way. This is perfect, because we really want to avoid having to put these people in the Abbey. These guys actually apply a debuff now, interestingly enough. That's 2 hits. It's probably just kills, unfortunately. It's okay. Gotta get one more round off.
Inspiration and improvement. Eradicated. If only treasure could staunch the flow of
Alright,
otherworldly corruption.
not bad. It's a lot of gold for a champion boss dungeon in which I, like, filled my thing with supplies and didn't use a single thing. I didn't use a single bandage or anti-venom this entire mission. I bought like 9 of each. Okay, so killed Necromant. Okay, outsped Necro and stunned with Occultist turn 1. Killed him by turn 2, I want to say. Ran into Collector and killed him without taking a hit. Found a key right before Secret Room. Was able to stress heal on last battle. Walked away with 30k gold. Damn. Natural Eye. Not bad. The game should have told you that you were going to crit into death in like 2 rounds. Yeah, I wouldn't have stressed so much. Like, I shit you not, I was like up at night in bed thinking about this fight. I was like running over all the different combinations in my head, and I came up with a mark, like, because I was ruminating about this in bed, I came up with a Mark team idea. I'm like, if it's gonna be, like, of any boss, Necromancer, I feel like, is really good for Marks, because he's going to take multiple actions. The Mark just sticks on them for the entire fight, basically. And then with the plus damage buffs, Mark just seemed to make a lot of sense to me. So we made about, it's week 84. We made about 9,500 from the bank this week. We're at our record level for gold too now, by the way, so I should be able to just focus on heirlooms, which not really going to make a difference anyway, but better than gold. I can maybe swing the Puppet Theater at some point. This could be a Shrieker week, or it could just be Guardian. Musket Ball sucks, though. I cannot actually do Ash's strategy that he was just telling me about earlier for the Shrieker, which is he likes to take 2 Men-at-Arms and Houndmaster and Jester. I cannot do that simply for the fact that Wolf has not spawned yet. So if both my Men-at-Arms are very stressed after the Shrieker fight, then I'm absolutely fucked over. So it's not going to be possible for me to utilize that strat. But I was thinking a strat like Men-at-Arms, which is the better one. This one probably. Thin-Blooded, okay, it's kind of awkward. Not that awkward. Who's better against the Wolf? I think Mankind Hater. Yeah, less stress. So I would take this Man-at-Arms. I would take like Highwayman, Eldritch Hater. Where's the other one? Hard Swing, Eldritch Hater, Natural Swing. That'd be this one. The Hellion. This Hellion is absolutely insane for the Shrieker. Slugger, Beast Slayer. And then I'd slap Vestal. I think in the past, even though the Shrieker is coded as a short quest, I don't believe I ever got any EXP whatsoever from the Shrieker. Not even like one. I'm going to try to see if I can verify that right now. Yeah, the Shrieker gives 0 EXP no matter what. Okay, so... that's okay. Hippocratic, Eldritch Slayer. I just want some protection on my Vestal, I think. Beast Hater, Hard Noggin. It'd probably be just this Vestal. We got the Flesh's Heart specifically for this fight. I think I would just slap that onto Vestal and make it so that I don't have to guard her. I want to guard Hellion with Man-at-Arms so that I can use Command. Or maybe I just Command first. That seems like it'd be good too. Could do Mooncloak, I'm thinking. Moon Ring. Hellion's always getting double accuracy. Man-at-Arms could use a bit of accuracy as well, but mainly his role is to guard, kind of. Signet Ring. Let me check my notes again. Highwayman, Vestal, Highwayman. Oh, yeah, I was thinking either Hound Master or Man-at-Arms. I'm thinking Man-at-Arms might make a little more sense here. Kind of excited to get my Ancestral Scroll back. Yeah, I think it's Shrieker. Illumination actually makes a little bit of sense here for the Shrieker. Why am I taking this one again? Just because of Hippocratic? I should have paid a little bit more attention to the quirks here. Hold on a second. I probably want the one with more protection than the one with more healing. And Hot to Trot lets me try to land Illumination first as well. Yeah. Bit of an oopsie, kind of just wasted 10k gold or more. Let's actually sort by class here for a moment. By the way, guys, whenever I'm in the Hamlet, just a reminder, if you want to drop me a follow, let me know if you want to choose someone on the roster and give them a name. Let's try to be a little bit more interactive with you guys. Okay, so besides this Vestal, I have this, yeah, the Hot to Trot one. Hard Noggin, doesn't matter. Beast Hater, doesn't matter too much. Eldritch Slayer, matters a little bit, not too much. I think I just want the one with protection. And of course I have to upgrade all her shit now. Ugh. Taking Flesh's Heart and Healing, Salacious Diary. Let me review the Shrieker's moveset again. I was watching my previous Shrieker fight. I know that through 10% protection, she can crit peck for 30 damage in Torchless, so that's a number I have to keep in mind. And then we have Disease, minus Accuracy, Call the Murder, Bleed. Yeah, Peck is the only threatening ability whatsoever. So I guess I'm just going to be guarding Hellion. She has a high enough base HP that she can tank one Peck at least, so I'll do that. Am I ever really actually attacking with Man-at-Arms? Maybe not. If I'm not attacking with them, I'm hitting Command turn 1, Guard turn 2, maybe Command again turn 3. Maybe I'll just keep one, like answer a Signet Ring, and that's all, and then the second trinket can be something else. Like Moon Cloak. I don't really care about resistances because I'm going to have enough bandages to do anything I want. Man-at-Arms is not going to get one shot. Oh, Answer's Bottle makes a lot of sense too. I used to slap this on Occultist when I used to do this with a different team. Because the plus 50% food doesn't matter, obviously. It's probably going to be better than Signet Ring here. That pumps his base HP up by like 14 points. Wow. Okay. I could go for a bit more protection on the Highwayman as well. Or I could slap that onto Hellion. Yeah, she needs... be comfortable if she had a little bit of protection. Let's take a look at our skills. This says damage mod plus 15, but can't always hit in the back row. It's fine, because turn 1 we Duelist Advance, turn 2 we Tracking Shot, then we Duelist Advance again, and then we can either Pistol Shot or... I guess we don't need Point Blank. Hey, Turbo Shreps. Just in time for the Shrieker. I don't think I'm ever stunning the Shrieker. Let me see. Stun chance... 100 base stun is not that high, actually. I could try to go for a stun sometimes. So we'll go... This got Dazzling Lights, Heals, and then Illumination, round 1. Try to lower her stealth, her dodge a little bit. This does hit any rank. Oh my god, you can't use this move from rank... Hold up, guys. You can't use Illumination from rank 3? How is this move so bad? Like, how could they do this to this move? You can't even use Illumination in rank 4. What is the... Okay, I just wasted like 20k gold getting that move on 2 different people. Oh my fucking god. So that's all out of the question all of a sudden. How can it be that bad? Why would they do that? I can't think... Would it be so broken if she could use it from rank 4? Like, let's be real here. Let's be perfectly honest here. Would that have been so broken? I kind of want to take her to the Wield maybe for the Hag, but maybe not. I don't know what I'm actually doing with this Shield Breaker in the end. I'm not even sure I'm taking her out. I might take Hellmaster out, so I would love to get Hagiomania off. This kind of sucks, but I'm probably just taking him to like the Guardian and dismissing him, so don't really care about that. I gotta start taking. I gotta get her to level. I get all these guys to level 5 soon. I think they're my last ones. Abomination, Bounty Hunter, Flagellant, Grave Robber, Hellion. Okay, so I need Hellion too. Everyone's pretty well adjusted now, yeah, it's about time. If I want to take Bounty Hunter on a regular quest, then I would get rid of Ruminator, but because he's going to the Crimson Court, I think, to get to level 6, I don't think it's that necessary. I really don't give a shit about Nervous Bleeder, because you can always just use a bandage before you attack, you know? Cove is not a thing anymore, so probably just work on this Shield Breaker, I guess. Or Perfectionist maybe should come off at some points. Let's do Wield Flip actually, because she has pretty freaking good quirks for the Wield, so it's not unlikely I take her to Hag. Well, I probably don't, but still. I think I already have another team in mind for that. Okay, so don't need anything here. We're good here. Ooh, Stagecoach, Survivalist doesn't matter this week. Sanitarium. Does anyone have diseases? No. Abbey's filled. Got max skills in everyone. Committing to this. What's the bleed resist on Shrieker? 95? Yeah, it's like less than a 50% chance to bleed. It's not worth it. I don't think I have time for bolster. I think it's just this. I don't think I have time for Riposte either. But Crush is not really doing anything. Or maybe Rampart's not doing much. Yeah, I don't want a Rampart, I don't think. I think I give up Wicked Hack for Adrenaline Rush in case of an emergency. She can heal herself off Death's Door. Because I can just hit if it bleeds or bleed out. And then Iron Swans for if she moves to the back. Trigger blights, right? No, it doesn't. This makes me feel pretty safe, not gonna lie. Uh, bleed, stress, debuff, stress. Yeah, Peg is literally the only move that's worrying, because like I said, I was watching my past attempt at the Shrieker, which I killed her, and Peck does 30 crit through Mooncloak protection, so that's the number I have to keep in mind. I'm always keeping track of numbers now. I was keeping track of all of Necromancer's crit numbers, and now I know Shriekers as well, so it's really helpful when you're deciding when to equip scales, when to heal, when to guard and stuff. Just trying to verify, I don't need anti-venoms for Shrieker, right? Let's see. Bandages, herbs, and holy water, that's it. Okay, let me make some notes here before I go. We're taking Highwayman, Vestal, Man-at-Arms, Hellion, Wield, Champion, Shrieker. Okay, BRB bathroom for a moment too. Still a little bit sick. I was feeling fine, but all that coffee kind of makes me feel dehydrated and mucusy now. Okay. Food, don't need. Shovels, don't need. Don't need anti-venoms, don't need keys, don't need laudanum, don't need torches, don't need shard dust, don't need blood. Pro tip, by the way, true Torchless players snuff the torch as soon as you get into the fight with Shrieker. Because if she attacks you, or you attack and the torch is lit, I don't know, man. Nah, just kidding. I'm not going to give you too much shit for that, but I'm a purist. So, my trigger's ready here. I gotta snuff the torch ASAP before he makes a single move. There we go. True Torchless preserved. Peck off the bat, okay. So, she is literally at the threshold to die from a peck now. I don't really know that I can just... I could hit like a Adrenaline Rush, for example, but I think it's a perfect time for Bleed Out. I could put a scale on as well. I feel like I'm being dramatic. He only has 2 moves. He would literally have to like peck, crit on his next move, and then like do some other shit. That's a little bit ridiculous, right? Let me see, can he even use peck in that rank? Pet can be used at any rank to any rank. Okay. I think he can literally use any move to hit anyone from any rank. If I Adrenaline Rush, I could also get 30% damage for the next 3 turns and plus accuracy. I don't know about all that. Let's see what the hit chance is. Oh, 67% is not very high hit chance. If I miss bleed out, I'm kind of sad. Fuck yes. No bleed though. They're all above the thresholds here. Now I'm kind of having a dilemma. Any one of these moves all seem fine to me. Can't guard Highwayman because he has to riposte. Guarding Hellion would give her 30% more damage, but also Command. Command gives more accuracy and crits. Seems pretty good too. I think I'd like to start getting some protection up. This is always going to be both defensive and offensive due to the nature of Command, so I think I like this. Nice. I do like to hit Tracking Shot. I may not even have time to... Okay, so everyone gets 2 more actions, basically. I guess he is, like, half dead. I kind of want to hit for a Judgment now. Yeah, okay, that could have made the difference in killing the Shrieker or not here. Oh, wow, he still dodged that riposte. That sucks. $26, okay. I gotta guard, I should guard him, though. Since everybody gets 1 more action, Hellion gets 2 more, I should be okay, just to heal. That should do it. Kind of worried about crit peck here. I should be able to kill with all these actions left. 2 more actions and she flies away, though. It'd be a disaster if she got hit with Peck. Let's be a little bit smart here. 1 more action, she flies away. Ugh. Yeah, if I can't kill her, I can't kill her. I just won't be able to call this all bosses. I have to get my accuracy up. I have to hit her 1 last time here. Fuck. That sucks. Okay, so wasn't able to kill the Shriek, unfortunately. So I have to change this to just all boss, not kill all boss. That's kind of sad.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit.
It's pretty sad, actually. She just was a little bit too fast for me.
Be considered a virtue.
the Ancestral Scroll back, though. Maybe if the Shrieker comes back, maybe I get another Shrieker event and I could do it again, but I'm not gonna be that worried about it. I did give an honest try at it. And even yesterday, I was even considering just not going for a kill at all, just focusing on pure survival. But I think this team was like the best of. This team was my compromise, because with Man-at-Arms I knew I wasn't gonna die, and I still had a very good chance of killing her with all the good quirks that Hellion and Highwayman had, with Eldritch Slaying and Beast Slaying and all that. But bottom line, we did the Shrieker. And if I wanted to, I could go back in the farmstead, lose 8 trinkets, and spawn her again, but I'm not that torn up about it. Since we can't do anything in the wheel this week, we'll just go for the Guardian now. Yeah, that one missed riposte. I mean, I bumped up the accuracy as much as I could. You could say that maybe tracking shot was a difference in killing or not killing there, because I could have gotten like a bit more damage from doing like pistol shot or wicked slice, but I felt like the tracking shot would allow me to hit a riposte or 2 more. Yeah, the fact that Hellion didn't land a single bleed was hurt a lot, because if she had landed a bleed, her crit bonus would have given her more damage against bleeding targets, so that was also a little bit unlucky that she couldn't even bleed through the multiple crits. But it's nice to have Ancestral Scroll back. Let's see what we can do for the Guardian now. Want to get him to level 5. That's true too. I couldn't hit Illuminate. Vestal cannot sit in rank 1 through 3. She's got to be in rank 4 no matter what. Oh well. At least I didn't die. Like I said, even yesterday I was considering not going for the kill at all, because risking a month's worth of effort just to say I killed the Shrieker instead of doing, you know, kill all boss versus all boss. It's semantics, really. In the past, I've always killed the Shrieker, but I always used the riskier team. Alright, what am I doing here? I could do another Cove quest just to level up these guys too. Well, no, they don't need to go on that long of a quest. Medium quest should take care of all of them. Let's take a look at Grave Robber for a second here. Grave Robber could always just slap on the Ancestors' Portrait if she needs a little bit more EXP from a quest, so that's why I even got that. Topaz, that wouldn't have been possible because the Eldritch killing Highwayman I had on guard, so he was always opening with riposte to get the riposte damage up. So there was no chance that Vestal would ever have a time to use Illumination. I did think about it though, that's why I leveled it up on her, but I realized that with this count there's no way Vestal can ever hit Illumination. Alright, we definitely have to get the Man-at-Arms stress healed, but we also have to clear off the worries. It's a little bit annoying. So maybe I'll actually just do these 2 first, because I have to clear the worries off Man-at-Arms anyway. And Hellion... Okay. It really sucks too that the Shrieking Flight on the last move he does she doesn't trigger a post. Otherwise, I could have gotten it too. But yeah, what can you do? If this quest was Silence of the Crypts again, I might have done it to prep for a profit. What happened in Hamlet, by the way? Oh, Filled with Hope. That's nice. Unquiet Mind. Whatever. I could also try to do the profit this week. Okay, so let's actually get our team ready for the profit here. So I can do them at any time if I want. Arbalist, I am opting not to take Arbalist to the profit from now on. I want to just hit Weakening Curse and Intimidate on Occultist and Leper every single turn, which means like Arbalist doesn't have enough to do. Like she just hits Suppressing Fire, sometimes it does something, sometimes it doesn't, and then if people need a heal, Battlefield Bandage is not doing it. Vestal is going to be able to just hit heal every single turn, and then I'm never ever worried because Prophet is never going to be doing enough damage through the weakening debuffs. So it's my Leper. He should be fine, I think. Yeah, these don't matter. I have to decide which Plague Doctor I want to use. On Guard, Quick Reflexes, Ruins Adventure. It's got to be this Plague Doctor, and she's fine. Vestal. Unholy Hater. This would make sense for the Prophet. Unless there's another one. This okay, this Vestal rolled Virtue. Actually, this Vestal would be quite good in the Ruins. Or quite good against the Prophet. We just have to get rid of Corvid's Appetite. Yeah, I gotta get rid of Corvid's Appetite. And then the Scouting. These are all very good against the Prophet, so I think it might just be her. And I can get her to level 6 that way as well. And then, who else? Well, guys, since I had a lot of leeway to kind of do whatever I want with the 8 weeks I have left, I should be able to try for the Shrieker again if I feel like it. Hey, Ash, we were able to kill a Necromancer with the Mark team I decided to go with. It was Arbalist, Houndmaster, Occultist, Shieldbreaker. I literally stunned the Occultist outsped Necromancer, stunned turn 1. I literally killed him by like round 2 before he even had a chance to summon the second thing. So I'm on week 85, Ash. I only have like a couple bosses left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the Darkest Dungeon levels. And then the Guardian is 9. So for 9 quests, that puts me at week 94. That gives me like 5 to 6 weeks to retreat or do other things. I do have to get a couple more people to level 6, so I'm going to probably be using Guardian or the Crimson Court to do that. Oh yeah, I just gave Shrieker a try too, and I tried the team. I tried my own team that was both safe and killing potential, so it was Highwayman, Vestal, Man-at-Arms, and a Hellion that had Eldritch Hater and Beast Hater and Lurker. Unfortunately, yeah, the Shrieker escaped with like 12 HP due to some unlucky misses. So I can't say I killed all bosses, I can say I did all bosses, but, you know, if I want to, I can always try to spawn the Shrieker again by losing Trinkets and Endless Harvest. But, you know, I'm not, even yesterday I was considering myself not even trying to kill the Shrieker, because I only want to risk a month's worth of effort to die to her. But, I don't know, I do have the freedom to choose spawning the Shrieker again if I feel like being a total purist about it. But I do think it's time for Guardian now. Really? I mean, it depends on the trinkets you take, I guess, because like I said, the Shrieker can crit for a maximum of 30 with Peck. I specifically got the Flesh's Heart trophy before I did the Shrieker, because this is super good on like Vestal. And I just stacked some prot on everybody, like Hellion had Signet Ring, Highwayman had Mooncloak, Man-at-Arms just had like protection stuff. Like no one really got close to dying at all. And I literally took 10 scales, Ash. I had 10 scales to take. Yeah, the thing is, Ash, because the wolf hasn't spawned, I was considering, like, I only thought about your team for a moment, but I am not able to take the 2 man-at-arms team because wolf has not spawned yet. So if Shrieker stretches out 2 man-at-arms and wolf spawns the next week, then obviously I'm completely fucked. So you could understand why I couldn't even consider that team. Oh, the concern is man-at-arms getting afflicted? It's also interesting to think about, yeah. No one afflicted during my fight. No one even got crit by Peck. Some people did get below the 30 health threshold, so I was kind of like mulling things over, but the Shrieker did not end up critting Peck on anybody. Really, Ash? No, I'm pretty sure the Farmstead re-rolls the Wolf quest. Like, going into the Farmstead re-rolls all the quests on the map, and you can even get new town events after the Farmstead. So I don't think you can use the Farmstead if wolves spawn that week. Okay, so I should be able to dismiss my bounty hunter, yeah, if I just take him here. I do like to have a shield breaker for the Guardian, just so I can break the guard. I usually take a mark team. I don't really respect the Guardian very much, honestly. Like, I should be able to take any team really and just be fine. When wolves spawn, I go farmstead re-rolls and you don't lose builds, but wolf stays in the hamlet, then leaves once mission is done without damage. Oh. That's very good to know, Ash. Yeah, name dropping some knowledge bombs like that, as always. That is actually very good to know. Okay, with this team I do need some kind of range damage, so probably have to be Arbalist. Maybe a Cultist even. I usually take a Cultist for Guardian. This is my team for Guardian usually. I just replace Bounty Hunter with Houndmaster usually. But in this case, I just want to get Bounty Hunter level 6, so and then I can dismiss him pretty much. Let's see. I could also just take like a Vestal or something, get her to level 6. It's a pretty good Vestal for the final DD levels. Yeah, the Guardian is not very difficult, I would say. So when I actually get to the Guardian, I'll swap the positions of Occultist and Bounty Hunter, so that Bounty Hunter can do the mark damage against the Guardian. And I always like to have yeah, Shieldbreaker have the most speed, that way she can break the guard and everyone else can take a swing. So there's an argument to get Leopard level 6 too, because they'll get more stun resist and other resistances for the Prophet. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, Ash. You have a lot of skill in team building, I think. It's just that the lack of experience against some bosses would be a little bit of a disadvantage. I'm pretty comfortable with every boss because I've done this challenge without Deathless like at least 5 or 6 times. But I think, no, clearly you've already gotten to DD2 on your last attempt, so you should be just okay. Yeah. How many harvest missions do you get all the buildings and all the trinkets? I think like 3. My record was 200. And there's only a couple farmstead trinkets I go for. The mirror shield, well, okay, it's obviously these 4 this time. I don't usually go for Ashen Distillation, but I think I just recently fell in love with this item again, because after I got the Witch's Vial on Plague Doctor, I realized just a little bit of extra blight chance lets her just blight everything in the Weald and Warrens like it's nothing, so this I started liking a little more this campaign. Broken Key, no, like, Spectral Spear, Broken Key, enough said. Mirror Shield, I've always think everyone is sleeping on this item, because for the bosses that Man-at-Arms is important for, the stun resist, this is the only reliable stun resist you can get on Man-at-Arms. I don't have the stun, I never got the stun amulet this entire campaign. I just think this item is like so good on him. Even though I do have the Wilbur's Flag now, I might still consider bringing this item to DD2. I used to always bring this to DD2 for the stuns. Like, I'll bring this for Wolf, I'll bring this for the Swine God, I'll bring this to Prophet if I needed to take that comp, I'll bring this to DD2. Like, Man-at-Arms, I just think is the best person to have stun resist on. Because obviously you can never ever ever have the guard lapse. I took this to the Countess too, because I always just guard a shield breaker. The stun resist plus the dodge is just amazing overall. Yeah, I know. Name convinced you not to take Wilbur's Flag? You were going to take Wilbur's Flag, but then you didn't because of him? Okay, that's a little bit not so nice on Name's part. I think that's the definite misjudgment on his part, at least. Because, again, you can never have the guard lapse no matter what. Okay, back to thinking here. So I'm thinking of taking Leper because if I can get Leper to level 6, then he'll be a lot better for the Prophet fight. Because, if I'm not mistaken, from level 5 to 6, you do get extra, like 10% resistances across the board, including stun resist. Let me check, can the Prophet stun me through the immunity mask? Like a crit or something? I am deciding to take Vestal instead of Arbalist for the Prophet. Decided the crit debuff on Arbalist is just not as important as the heals to me. So INU and Champion does 140 stun. Leper has pretty high base, 110. Plus the immunity mask would give plus 40 stun resist. So unless the Prophet crits, he only gets a 10% chance of stun if he crits Leper, and that's just fine. The blight immunity is like whatever, I don't care. Yeah, let's just do this. We'll get Leper to level 6 through the Prophet fight. Crusader though, I do have to get this Crusader to level 6 somehow. Maybe I take this Crusader instead of Shieldbreaker and I just slow roll the Guardian fight. It's not much reach on the... It's lacking some reach on like the spear in the back though. I don't even need to get this Plague Doctor to level 6 if I don't want to. I'm not taking Plague Doctor on any of the... I'm not taking her on Champion Hag or the Brigand Pounder, so... I could, actually. I don't mind Plague Doctor on Brigand Pounder, but I don't think I'm going to do it. And then... Yeah, I don't have to get her to level 6, so I don't want to. I was thinking between it and the Prot one. Yeah, I think you ended up taking the Signet Ring, if I recall, your playthrough. I don't think Man-at-Arms really needs that much Prot. He is really not dying to health, in my experience. Yeah, I would never like take any stress trinket on Man-at-Arms ever for the final levels. I didn't even know there were stuns in DD2. Yeah. I'm a little hazy on this. Didn't you complete by week 100? Yeah, I think Ash did. You can level Crusader later. You got weeks to spare. Yes, SB is not risk. Take SB is risky. It's more for accuracy than the Prot. Yeah, if you're not taking Jester, like I think I'm going to, I'm just going to take the very standard, tried and true Highwayman Vestal or Vestal, Jester, Highwayman, Man at Arms is my planned comp. And then it kind of, I think Jester really makes sense because he makes up for the lack of trinkets with his Battle Ballad. And then both Finale and the Stress Heal all seem pretty decent. In the past, before I used to do Deathless runs, I would always take Houndmaster instead of Jester. I'd take Highwayman, Vestal, Houndmaster, and Man at Arms. And then on occasion, I was an intermediate player. And even now and then, Houndmaster would just straight up die. So I am going to have to be a little bit careful. But I will actually study your team comp, though, before I decide on that level. Because your team comp looked interesting. I think if Man at Arms did not get stunned, or if Arbalest had cleared the stun, it could have been safe. The team looked pretty good in theory to me, so I will also try to think about that team for a little bit. Okay, what am I doing again? I still have someone to heal here, or to get quirks off of. I don't know which Man at Arms I'm taking to the final level yet, but Fengophobia will have to come off at some point if he's going to the final boss. Oh yeah, I was thinking about my Prophet team, getting them ready. So, Kleptomania, Nocturnal, none of that matters. The Shieldbreaker still had some bad quirks. I might get try to get Mercurial off. What else? What else? I already know I'm taking this Plague Doctor, the Prophet. Where's my Occultist? Where's my level 6 Occultist? He's with me right now. Okay. So I don't really care about Perfectionist very much, to be honest. 5 stress is like whatever, now and then. Yeah, that DD2 loss was so on me not checking Wiki fully. That's why I got so pissed in 2 months break. Yeah, I was devastated as enough losing on week 87. I can only imagine how devastating it would be to, yeah, lose to what you perceive as like a mistake on your part, and also even that close. Sure, it didn't help like you had so many people watching you too. I had like no one watching me when I died alone in the cave on week 87. But yeah, I also can't end on a loss. Like I have like a personality issue where I can never, if it was League of Legends or DD or anything else, like I just can't end on a loss. Like I just couldn't stop at that point. I can't take a break on a loss like that. It just triggers me. Although it'd probably be healthier. I'm really hoping I can beat this campaign, because just for my own health, this game really takes a toll on me. Streaming this, playing hours every day, it's like my eyes, my body, my mental. I have to be free. I have to set myself free. This is the last and final challenge, and then I can just play around with like Black Reliquary and stuff after this. Where's my Shield Breaker? I might just heal Mercurial off. Yeah, and get the other Shield Breaker. So it's High Torch. Finally, after like eons, I have the Ancestor Scroll back in my possession, which is nice. You know what? Let's take the... I like the Signet Ring on the Occultist. Even though he already has hard skin, which is pretty nice. I'll give him a little bit of accuracy for the Courtyard enemies. I don't have any stress thing on this team except for Arbalest and Crimson Court Curios, unfortunately. But I do have a camp. It's usually not that hard to walk to the Guardian. If you lose, you stop or go again? Good question. If I was a smart person, I would stop, because back to math, back 2 months of this is fucking... It's just like, the idea of that is fucking with my head. Like, I don't think I could... I'd have to take a break. But even last time I lost, I told myself I'd take, like, at least a couple weeks break, but I didn't, so... By the way, just killed Vet Shambler in 2 turns? Holy crap. You must have put, like, a Houndmaster prot reduction mark on him or something, I imagine. What was your team count for that? I've only run to Shambler against one champion boss so far, which was the... Oh my god, dude. I have like you gotta watch my replay of the champion crew yesterday, but it was fucking insane. Like I took a team I theory crafted and never took him out before. It was doing really good, but it wasn't prepared for the Shambler. Like I forgot to switch my skills around for hallway battles in case Shambler spawned. I literally had to escape the Shambler round 2, camp, and then go back into the Shambler fight with the right skills. I got 1 affliction and 2 virtues, man. And then I continued trying to go for the boss, and for the first time in my life, like I got an Uka Crab fight, and with Jester, with Uka Crab not like spawning any reinforcements and having Plague Doctor to just heal off the bleeds, I was able to heal off all the stress and all the afflictions, or like the 1 affliction rather, just with Jester. Like Uka Crab is my savior in the Cove. And then after the crew fight, I got another affliction, and I decided just to search out an Uka Crab on purpose, and I did on the only other scouted battle on the map. I found an Uka Crab, healed all the stress off my entire team, and left. It was beautiful. Uka Crab is the savior of the Cove. If you have a Jester, you need Plague Doctor to heal off the bleeds, and you need at least 1 stress here, like Crusader or Jester. But it was a thing of beauty. It was the best stalling I've done my entire life. Okay, enough for... Okay, hold on, what am I doing here? Ancestor's Candle seems good. Can I just slap this on you with an accuracy trinket? I just got the Tempting Goblet from the Necromancer dungeon, by the way. I always get this item. People say this is so rare. I pretty much get this every single campaign, and I never use it anyway. Let's see, I guess I could slap a Focus Ring, or it's High Torch, whatever. Surgical Lift's probably fine. And then Arbalest can take maybe just Medic's Greaves, honestly. Yeah. PD, it's not like in Endless Harvest where you never have PD, right? Or at least I don't. You can just stall infinitely on PD if you on the Uka Crab if you have a PD. It's like amazing. Sunring, I guess. Like I really take whatever. I'm not really worried. Let's see. And luckily, the bank has saved me in the late game. Like I dip under like 70k, but then after everyone got all their upgrades, I didn't have to spend much gold anymore. And now I'm kind of just chilling with gold. And I got 30k gold on the Necromancer Prophet dungeon, or the Champion Necromancer dungeon, because I didn't bring any keys, but I did scout a secret room, and I found a key in the curio right before the secret room. And also, the extra bonus battle I did was the Collector. I just fucking stunned his ass, and he didn't get a single turn. I got 30k gold from the Necromancer dungeon just now, too. Which is really nice. The Guardian boss is basically immune to any debuff, so Caltrop's not going to be worth it. Mark for Death could be, though. Uppercut's not going to do anything for the boss. Build bank week 56 with 7k gold. Now you're at now you're 180k gold week 52. Holy crap, man! I guess you can build the bank that late. Jesus. I've been keeping a running tally on how much gold the bank has been making me every week. So right now, the gold... I built the bank week 21, and according to my spreadsheet, the bank has gotten me 36,000 gold since week 20. I don't know, yeah, bank is just crucial to my playstyle early. Okay, anyway, I am taking Arbalest, Bounty Hunter, Occultist, Shieldbreaker, Courtyard, Champion, Guardian. Oh, I gotta make my Shrieker notes too. Barely missed killing Shrieker with 12 HP before she flew off early, and Highwayman, Hellion did not get to take their last turns. Okay, and then this week we probably made around 90,000. Yeah, probably 9,500 from the bank again. Let's see. Sold the drinks to get 100k, and they got 50 more in one mission with Anti. Like that's pretty high, man. Like my record with Anti is just like around 50k. Don't have space for loot and champions, so a bank helps me stay afloat. Then focus on heirlooms to get all buildings. I mean, it's the same thing in early game, right? Just get the bank rolling, and then you can just worry about heirlooms. I did end up getting the cartographer's camp, by the way, Ash. I got enough somehow, and I might even have enough for puppet theater still. I kind of have to give up on the Athenaeum, I think, though, which is not really going to do much for me by the time I get to the Prophet. Okay, let's focus up now. Hellion, Wheel Adventure, Highwayman, Orange Adventure, Natural Swing. Be nice to have an apprentice. I always try to have an apprentice team ready so I can get maybe the plus damage event for the Prophet or the Hag. This Highwayman's obviously better than this Highwayman.
Slumped shoulders, wild eyes, and a stumbling gait. This one is no more good to us.
I do like to take a look at the guys here as well. We still have to decide on who to heal quirks off of here. Been kind of neglecting my shield breaker, but once I get these guys to level 5, I should be able to just do Endless Harvest to get them to level 6 if I need to. Corbett's Appetite, Ashen. Either Nervous Bleeder, Phangophobia, or just getting Mercurial off her. I don't know if I'm ever doing anything with this shield breaker again, though, to be honest. I feel like I'd rather have my other shield breaker for DD. Well, you know what? This is actually pretty good, too. But this DD has Eldritch Hater, Hot to Trot, Slugger, and Night Owl. God damn, man. It's the best shield breaker I've ever had. I got 9 Shamblers with 85... I got 9 Shamblers. Well, 85-ish. I got 9 weak, 60... What are you saying? I got 9 weeks, 62. Yeah, I mean, we both got around the same... yeah, it's kind of funny. I haven't... I've beaten all Shamblers I've gotten, except for the one I told you where I retreated, camped, and then went back to kill his ass, so technically I've never let a Shambler escape me. I've killed every single Shambler that's popped up so far. Yeah, fuck it. Just give her to Mercurial. Again, because my profit killing team is all good. I don't care about Kleptomaniac at this stage of the game. The Vestal should be good. All my Vestals are good. Dud Hitter could go off too at some points. Maybe it is Dud Hitter. No, actually, I didn't spawn any from an altar, unfortunately. There was, in early game, there was one chance I had to spawn from an altar, but I accidentally fucking lit the torch instead of putting it in the altar. Like, it was the perfect time to do, like, the Shambler from an altar, but I fucking misclicked the torch, so that was big sad. So maybe you got a few from the torches, so maybe that's why you have a couple more. Got full Occultist set on Baron quest. I did too, man, but like you said, like, honestly, I don't like the Occultist sets. I think that just the, like the Demon's Cauldron plus a Mooncloak gives a lot more effective stats than the Crimson Quartz set, I feel like. You get more protection, almost as much dodge, more stun chance, more debuff chance across the board, more crit. I think Mooncloak and Demon's Cauldron are just superior to the Crimson Court set, which I only used like once, maybe. The only benefit is you get less stress, so that's why I brought it one time for like a veteran or apprentice quest. I don't really like the Crimson Court set that much, even for Torchless. Unless you don't have a Mooncloak by that point, in which case I can understand that. None of that is important to me, really, because I do feel like, unlike you, I always bring like max bandages. I think that's one of the biggest differences between you and me as well, is I always pretty much bring max uh, bandages and max anti-venoms, and maybe that's why I'm also needing the bank a lot more than you a lot of times. Maybe Dead Hitter is more impactful than Mercurial here. You know what? I'll just get off Mercurial. So we're good here. We're good here. Camp skills. Good here. Need some extra armor, I guess. We went from like 180 just 130 again. I feel like you're easily spending like 60,000, 70,000 gold per champion character from start to finish. I feel like a cultist is already fast enough. Like, in my opinion, if a cultist doesn't go first against some like enemy, like they'll just stun that enemy for the next round or something. Like the force speed is not important enough to merit like some of the other bonuses you get from like Mooncloak and other things. I feel like for Torchless, with force speed, you're really mitigating more stress than damage anyway, because usually you stun the stress casters. But I don't know. It's also fair. So my only stress healing is Rattling Flare. I'll keep that on. Collect Bounty is not going to really do anything here. Guess I'll just take these skills. Maybe I should level Caltrops then. Actually, Collect Bounty has a bit more crit, so... I don't know. I don't think I'd take Caltrops for room battles. That's true. You always take stress healers anyway too, which I generally don't. So yeah, we have very different playstyles when it comes to that as well. Spear is amazing. I love the spear. The only time I don't run spear is against Swine God, because I want to hit Wilbur by accident. It has screwed me over in the farm set a couple times, but spear is just like the single best trinket on Shieldbreaker pretty much in my opinion. I think maybe I want Focus Ring when it comes to the Crimson Court here instead of Sunring. More accuracy is not going to hurt when the enemies here are so evasive. Anything I want to sell? Mustache Cream. I'm going to keep this. So, I don't know if you noticed this, Ash, but on DD2, there is that chest for Ancestral Trinket, right? So, if you can go for that chest, you can actually swap off one of the torches for, like, the extra Ancestral item for hallway battles, and then just swap the torch back on for a boss. But in DD2, it's more important, right? Because you have spare trinket slots. So you just have to remember to put the torch back on for the bosses, but you can get like a nice ancestral item for the regular hallway battles. But in DD1, you're just taking the best trinkets you have anyway, so that chest doesn't really matter. But that's why I'm going to leave the Mustache Cream in my inventory, so I think I'd rather have the Handkerchief spawn from the chest rather than the Mustache Cream, so I'm going to keep this in my inventory. Could sell Legendary Bracer. Yeah, the gold is kind of dipping low again. Oh, I don't need this though. Scandering Snuff. No. It's only for Bloodlust. It's so bad. I could keep the Legendary Brazier in case I want to lose it in Farmstead to spawn the Shrieker. Same with all the other crappy items, honestly. Keep everything else. And we do have a team ready for Wolf next week. We have Man-at-Arms, Vestal, Highwayman, Shieldbreaker. If you Virtue Farm, you can take Virtue Ring and get a good trinket before boss instead of Virtue Ring. Huh? You can get a good trinket before boss. I've never tried. Would you try to Virtue Farm in DD2? Like, I don't think Virtue Farming is worth in DD1. It's kind of like not that hard. But DD2 is so difficult that I'd be surprised if you would try to go for a Virtue Farm strategy. I mean, you can always use the Tentacle Idol for that too, I guess. Oh, heads up guys, I do have to leave. I do have dinner with my parents tonight, so I will have to leave in the next 15 minutes or so. So let me see if I can get this quest started here. I'm gonna have to check his stream. I forgot that Name streamed. It's a little bit rude of me, but I should check out Name's stream because he's in my stream a lot. Yeah, for some reason I'm not following that guy. Why not? Does he stream a lot? I was talking to my chat about this, but I think everyone I know sleeps on Blind Fire. Everyone takes Bola instead, which I never run. I think Blind Fire is criminally underrated on Arbalist. If you get surprised and shuffled, Blind Fire is the only move you can hit from any position. And then when you're stalling at the end of a fight, you can just crank up Arbalist's speed for the next fight. And she can hit rank 1. Like against the Collector in the Champion Prophet fight, and the Champion Necromancer Dungeon, I hit Blind Fire twice on the Collector while he was stunned, and it crit him, so like, Blind Fire is really underrated, I think, by the way. Yeah, so when I was preparing for the Shambler, I just skipped Rattling Flare in that fight, right? So I equipped Sniper Shot, Bola, Blind Fire, and you know, the Battlefield, the Bandage. I did see the value for Shambler a little bit, but Blind Fire can just hit. I can pump up the speed with Blind Fire to outspeed the Tentacles a lot of the times too with Blind Fire. So if I have an option of Sniper Shot or Blind Fire in the Shambler, a lot of times I just hit Blind Fire for the extra speed. Okay, what am I actually doing here? What am I thinking about? What are my other considerations? Okay, you know what? Forget this for now. I'm not going to rush myself into going to the Guardian. I want to think about whether I want to get any other level 5s to level 6 here. Because I have a couple options to get the level 6 from the Guardian. I'm not going to rush into the decision while I'm trying to get ready to leave here. Alright, probably just head off now then. Alright, let's see what we can raid out here. A lot of VTubers out on the weekends. Let's see, does anyone have a face cam? Okay, let's try this guy. That's a first-time player. Actually, this seems kind of cool. What are they doing? Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, whatever. Just choose this person, the first that came up. Overcraft, can you recommend a team for the top darkest dungeon, the final dungeon? Yeah, just take the very first team you get. When I was when I was doing non-deathless ones, I'd always just take the first team you get in the first mission. So, Vestal, Plague Doctor, Highwayman, Crusader, can't go wrong. You can replace Crusader or Leper. You can pretty much do anything, honestly. Yeah, I got the most important items already. Like, there's nothing I'm missing from the Snowman Wagon. Because I got the Moon Cloaks, I got the pretty much every trinket I wanted already, so I decided not to upgrade the wagon. I don't really rely on the wagon as much, because the only reason is I value crests a lot, because I really like the crest districts. So if I get the Nomad wagon, I'm really struggling for crests sometimes, where I could have gotten the districts a little bit earlier. Anyway, raiding out, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. After dinner with my parents, I'll probably be streaming for another couple hours tonight. If I don't see you then, have yourselves a good night, have a good weekend, check out Ash's stream, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all. Good night, Ash. Have a good one.